So um I don't know if that was a YouTube algorithm or what, but I got caught it. I don't know what happened there. To be honest, it's no signal, guys. It's not a bad signal. Yeah, we back. Say hi. Hello, Ebanks. My previous stream, for whatever reason, got caught. Kind of weird, to be honest. Don't know what that happened. Well, here we go again. If I had to repeat it, I will. And I don't think I say something out of the ordinary. So I hope that this message resonate with people because I mean, while YouTube will silence me, I don't understand, but was brutally caught again. Hit the like button, guys, so we can reach so many people. Uh, I put the stream about what 12 minutes ago, and then suddenly, book. I don't think that I say anything out of the ordinary. I don't know. I don't know. I'll continue talking. So basically, thank you for everybody coming back in. Basically, I was giving a little bit of thought about what I think of all this situation. Yes, Bukes, my string got cut, bro. I don't know. Did I say something wrong? It got abruptly cut. I don't think I say anything bad, right? I'm just expressing myself. Not even expressing myself. I'm relating somebody background in the current stage of the situation. Look, we were like in 25 viewers, and I'm not expecting that, and suddenly got it. No, no, nothing, no, no reconnect, no nothing. It was suddenly cut. So that never happened to me before, never. When it's because of signal or something like that, then the YouTube video is just removed. It's just and then you can reconnect. But this is the first time that happened to me that is suddenly cut, like boom. I don't understand. I'm just saying what is happening right now. No, no, no. I didn't went into a tunnel. I'm in the clear right now. Clear sky. I mean, it's not clear sky, but if something like that happened, then you just reconnect. So I was just to recap a little bit. I was talking how saddened is the whole situation. We were doing really good on the other stream, but here we go again. How sad is the whole situation with Charlie, with somebody that was basically, uh, trying to unite people in dialogue. Just having a small dialogue, just express himself. Wanted the people that disagree with him not to piss people off. I understand, and you guys have to understand that there were people that will approach somebody that is asking for a debate with an extremely bad attitude. And you should not expect that everything goes, roses and flowers and everything The fact is, guys, that people should not be silenced. That's the deal. People should not be silenced for what you believe. People should not be silenced for what you try to express. I'm not saying that people need to agree on the other side, but violence is never uh, the solution. It's never the solution. Yes, Bukes. Now there's a difference. Is because I'm passing by and I'm traveling from Orlando to Miami, and yeah, it's good now. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, good. No, let me know. So I've been following him since prior Trump presidency, the first presidency actually. So that means, oh, it's good. Thank you. Like 10 years ago or more. And I always saw him as a future president of the United States. I know that I say that on the extreme portion that got cut it, but I saw him strongly because was somebody that not necessarily having a strong connection from politics that when I don't know that is connected to some association or party. No, he supported Trump in some point, uh, but since the beginning he was more into the issues that were dividing America. You know, the guns, and sadly he died protecting that amendment. Uh, the issues with the genders, it's a very polarizing issue. I'm respecting everybody that have his or them or her affiliations, but but what he was defending is that nobody should be imposing that into any particular group, small or big. The imposition, the indoctrination is what is the issue. And when you are dealing with a country that some people are looking for them to disarm it, then when the indoctrination prevails, then what does go into tyranny, which is what the Second Amendment is thought for. That's the main issue that he was debating. He was not against regulations. He was not against background checks, or he was not against mental check. No, that was not the issue. It was always the hate, the propaganda that is still nowadays. It's still nowadays. Not because we just changed parties on the power. That means that the propaganda have stopped. In fact, have raised to another level. How so? Well, simple. Look at the attempts to the even now president of the United States. That has been unprecedented since Kennedy and company. We're talking about guys 60 years ago, 60 plus years ago. Look what is happening to prominent people that is just trying to engage into good conversations. I saw hundreds of videos him engaging with people that are totally disassociated of what he was preaching on a very good and talkative manner, and he was agreeing with some of the issues that they were presenting. and vice versa. So why resort to this type of attacks? Why resort to these types of silencing? Simple. For people, he was representing a change. In fact, he was representing what he just created, a turning point. And I understand ideologies and politics. I'm respecting everybody here. I'm respecting everybody here. I'm respecting their ideologies, your ideologies, your beliefs, your non-beliefs. But at the same time, if somebody tells you no in something, no means no. Don't impose that into other people. You don't have to impose it. If you're Christian and you're trying to convince somebody and you try, don't demonize that person because you don't want to believe. Of course, the same goes on the other side. If that person is trying to convince you that demonic things are good, that being a dog is good, that being an elephant, a different person, you should not be engaging into delusional stages. Or whatever you want. If you want to engage, that's okay. But that goes against logic. That goes against, even basic humanity. Aside of politics, aside of religion. Yes, okay. But don't impose that to me. And that was exactly what he was saying. He was just against an indoctrination. But there's a group, guys, that is profiting from this. There is a group, a big corporate group, that is profiting from this for this distortion. And now I'm engaging a little bit into personal belief. Pardon my saying. Pardon that I'm engaging in this type of rhetoric. In my opinion, I don't think it's bad. But that's evil. When people on another level, I'm not talking this level, like, just, common people like you and me talking. I'm talking people of power, trying to manipulate people, to manipulate youth. I consider myself young. I'm 43 years old. I have 3 children. I have 15, 17, and now 4 years old. I see my kids going from elementary to middle school to high school on a blue county. So understand, I know what I'm talking about. I know what is being put out there for kids. I personally, Mr. Special Ed, welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you for being here, man. The first stream were kind of immediately got caught by YouTube or something, and now this is going better. So I have no idea having a stream for the past 9 months. I haven't posted anything. So hit the like if you knew. 42 people watching. That's crazy for somebody that haven't posted in forever. But we will continue. We have like about 2 hours more on the road for me getting to Miami. But just, picking up what I was saying, I'm a father. I know what your kids trying to be indoctrinated. I seen on a blue county, brother. I see the teacher of my kid saying, and again, I'm trying to be as non-biased as possible. But I seen teacher of my kid say at 5 years old, guys, 5 years old, one one of my kids was saying, because just an expression, he saw something amazing or something crazy happening on the school, he said, Jesus Christ, got scared or something. And my kid was reprimanded because he says that. Guys, that's a Jeez, or Jesus Christ. That's just an expression. And he was reprimanded. Of course, he was saddened. He went to work and said he was feeling bad. I'm talking about 5, 6 years old. And we were saying what's going on, what happened. And the teacher explained that to us. Of course, the very next day, I went to the school and said, wait a second. So you're telling me that my kid, hey, Gotham, welcome. It's not, yes, autopilot. No, it's not autopilot. It's a Nissan. But the thing is that I went back to the school, say, and go talk to the director, the principal. So I say, wait a second. So you're telling me that in this school, which is a very good school, you cannot have the Bible, you cannot have this, you cannot have that, you cannot. But at the same time, you have on your bookshelves a stuff that is teaching sexuality to the kids, and you're telling me that my kid, for an expression, cannot serve Jesus Christ. Well, let me tell you, this is the last time. This is the last time that I hear my kid being reprimanded for this. Excuse me, I don't have to understand that. Either you allow one thing and then allow the other one. So this is where this stuff is going, guys. And what happened to Charlie Kirk was because he was going directly to the heart of the issue. The heart of the issue. Not the guns. He was going to the people, to the mental state. And he was going to the tipping point when the people go out and perform in society. He was going more to the university. That is my opinion, is the cherry on the cake of the indoctrination. After you have those kids massaged mentally from elementary, middle, and high school. Guys, is it surprising for you that you have all these kids out there celebrating on TikTok, celebrating on social media in general? Isn't that crazy? Like, what times are these? We're in 2025. We are not on the 40s. I mean, we have access to information. Oh, look at the sun directly in my face. Can I do this, maybe? Let me see. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, good. So, we have access to information to see what's good, what is bad. You might think that since we have access to information, people will be a little bit more knowledgeable and more, digging their own thoughts instead of being so brainwashed by the corporate media for their own gain. This is a manipulation. We are getting into literally a turning point in society. And that's because what happened only here in the United States, because one person that is a very influential person. Not only that, we are talking in the entire world. We take on Europe. I mean, look what's happening in UK, Australia, Europe in general. It's a takeover of brainwashing for, again, corporative benefits. I think, in my opinion, again, it's very hard for me on bias, but I think the past 4 years is corporate uh, ideology earned the most money. There was an open door for everything. Let's not talk about the issues of politics because of the border. Let's not talk about that. Let's focus on, and again, this guy also was strongly talking about that, which is super obvious, guys. It's super obvious. Looks what's happening now. Looks what happened when literally when he wasn't in power in terms of the migration. I'm a migrant, guys. Get me wrong. A legal migrant, try to bring things. I personally think that I've been doing my part for the United States. I created jobs in the United States. But these guys, this is unprecedented. This will lead. I don't want to predict and say stuff, but this will lead to a turning point in America. The intolerance of some people that is radicalized because of the constant bombardment of the ideology by social media created this monster. So they have a stained hands right now. Only things, and that every time that something like this happen, Pilates, they wash their hands. Oh, we are not resulting in this. Oh no, we are not calling for that. But they are the first ones in position of powers. Congress, the Hollywood in general, that are calling for violence, for takeover, for take a head to somebody, for blowing institutions. Oh, don't you remember when Madonna was saying that she have a thought of blowing the White House? When at the rally, oh, don't you remember this congresswoman? I remember the name, saying very clearly, somebody have to take him out. What do you think? What did you envision that will happen when you have that type of power, that people follow you? What do you think about that 1% that is needed for something catastrophic to happen? This is what happened. A young man, brainwashed or whatever, have the courage, the training, or whatever to perform this type of atrocity. And again, a lot of people will talk about the guns. We talk about this. Oh, because we have to destroy guns. We have to whatever. Brother, I'm driving a car right now. For me to have a car, I have to take tests. I have to go to take alcohol and drugs stuff. I have to perform a driving test as well. I have to search certain lane to then have the final thing. Guys, you get 13,000 DUI kills deaths in the United States per year. 13,000 people that they have the car, they drink as crazy, they are impaired, and they kill a lot of people. A lot. And we are not counting the intentionals. We might go to the statistics and look, okay, how many intentional people intentionally take the car and go to the... But when you're impaired with the DUI, you are becoming a manslaughter. Okay? Period. And that is way more regulated than guns. How many died by rifles last year? You can Google it. You can AI it or whatever. 500, 600 a year. A lot of people die by handguns. Homicides about, I don't know, 6,000 people. But we're talking, it's just to give you an idea, guys, a comparable idea of how many people die by DUI accident. People knowledgeably taking the car, like I'm doing right now, impaired, knowing that what can happen, drunk, and kill 13,000 people a year. Rifles, rifles, rifles do 500, 600. Give it a thousand. A thousand. Isn't that 13x? Isn't that 13x? My question to the chat, to anybody listening here. Guys, by the way, oh, I forgot to put, there is a live together. Let me just copy that to you guys. I forgot, my bad. There is a live together that I have a link. I'm going to put in the stream. I'm going to pin it into the comment, okay? Anybody that wanted to join can join. If you have more than 50 subscribers, I think YouTube allow them, okay? So I appreciate everybody here. Hit the like button. Brian, let's say what Brian says. 68 people watching. Guys, I haven't streamed since, or a stream or post since last year. Since this has struck me really hard what happened with Charlie, I decided on my trip to Miami, because I'm doing some business down there, just today, and I go back to Orlando today as well, that I should stream. But let's say what Brian said. When you condone the behavior such as violence, justifying the laws of the school as acceptable, your ideology is sanity flaw. Well, yeah, I do understand that. I understand that. But you know, no ideology is perfect. The problem is that since 1963, and I understand that we have to protect the belief of the people. I understand that. But listen, since 1963, there's something very important that this country was based off, and it was religion. It was the Bible. Since 1963, that was removed. So the fear of what some people might not like here, the fear of God was removed. What do you expect to happen when people don't know, don't even have a thought, don't even have a guidance of what is good or bad? That's what happened. Mr. K Dubs, how are you? Brother, I haven't streamed since forever, and I have 57 people watching. I have no idea. This is a very controversial issue. I understand, Brian, what you said. But people don't want to start by the root. People don't want to start by the on this, on that. Nobody want to attack. When somebody like Charlie attacked the issue, this is what happened. Again, this is a lot of people. This is a lot of interest into this. Billions of dollars, guys. Billions of dollars. I don't want to enter into a specific. I know what are the specific to say, oh, how this is profiting. Oh, how is this, guys? You can look for yourself. You can see who is profiting for all this ideology stuff. Okay? I don't need to get into a deviate for what it is. The main issue now, that is the death of somebody that now has become a martyr. You know, he's become a martyr. Now he is a martyr. A a martyr. That sadly happened because a lot of people push corporate media or whatever you want to talk about it, push it into people minds that everything is fascist, everything is Nazi, everything is you know uh, bigotry, the whole 9 yard, and this is what happening, guys. This is the result, and like he was saying, people are not talking. People are not talking. Oh, guys, can somebody tell me, please, is that right that we go and teach kids? That's one of the issues that he was saying. Teach kids. Kids, I'm talking about 5 years old, guys. 6 years old. Teach kids about sex. That's the reason I didn't put this for some in the world to do that. There is no reason. That's why God of any kind, okay, I'm not talking about Christianism, Buddhism, whatever, Allah, whatever. That's what is totally removed here in the United States because of it. Because that goes against any of those new ideology that is deranging the society. And when an ideology that is not even linked with humanity, that leads to anarchy, guys. Sadly. And when that happens, then successes like this happen. It's something very sad that we are in 2025 and we have to be dealing with the type of issues. And it never come to my mind in the 90s that in 2025 we will be into situations like this. I seen on history when I was studying back in the days those type of stuff like attempts and things like that, like things of the past, things of lack of knowledge, things of lack to access to knowledge. I understand you don't need to mourn anybody if you don't agree with. I understand. But there is absolutely no place in society for violence when you disagree with somebody. When you disagree with somebody, you either go away, you don't have to insult anybody, you don't have to bash anybody, you don't need to cancel anybody. You just bring your point across. Don't feel angry if you don't match with somebody. You guys are telling me things right now that I might not agree with. I'm not canceling you. I'm not banning you. That was exactly what he was saying. At a deep level. A deep level that he was in 800 and something campuses. And that he was doing a tent. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just expressing myself in front of a what? Before it was 40 something people, now 50 something, 60 something, there's 26 now. I'm not doing nothing. Although that was his main thing. If enough people talk the truth, even one person at a time, it will make a difference. If everybody do this, what we're doing right now, let's talk about what we be disagreeing on, and we keep talking about it, we will not be killing each other. That's why violence happen. That's why big wars happen, because people are not talking. People are not expressing. He said it like hundreds of times on his videos and his podcasts and his his rallies. When people stop talking, that's when violence take over. Sadly, that happens to him. He died what he was saying. People people didn't want to accept or talk. They don't even need to accept. But let's talk about what is angry, like giving you so much anger. Seeking the heck comment above. Let me see. I maybe was a little distracted, but let's see. Such a horrible way to go. This mind did nothing but speak the debate and beliefs to people who disagree with simple after. Yeah, no, that's not a bad. What is sick about it? Let me see another one. Let me see. Charlie, well, I will not use such a vow. Where to go, especially for any kid at school. This is what happened. Well, become a speaker. Well, but I mean, yeah, yeah, you know, that's you don't need to be angry of what people say. I don't see anything. Guys, I don't a crazy thing. I know that we live on a society that everything is offensive. I born in the 80s, so look a little deeper of what you see, how young you are, but people are allowed to express themselves. And I don't more. Celebrating this issue, celebrating this assassination, guys. I mean, that's insane. That's something out of this world. But happy. I understand if you're happy for somebody that is or not happy. You get satisfied. Somebody got what they deserve. But then you might tell me, oh, but that's subjective. Because I think that he deserved that. Guys, that's the problem. People are so desensitized. Sorry, it's my second language. Because people nowadays don't know what is good or bad. They don't know. They never got told that. There's a point in time that people got removed from that. And now is think whatever you want, everything is good. Sorry, got them. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. However, nobody deserves to be killed in front of people like this. Yeah, absolutely, 100% got it. Nobody deserves this. Nobody deserves to be killed like that. You might disagree with him in absolutely every single issue that he was portraying. I agree that you can disagree. 100%. That's exactly what he was doing. But the thing is that the tolerance level are the all-time low right now. And again, you might think, hey, but I want this. We are in 2025, almost 2026. How is possible that everybody have a phone and can look stuff by themselves and how society works? But everybody is, instead of using this phone for positive things, they are connected, brainwashed by whatever the Google or whatever social media they are watching, by the ads, whatever the algorithm thing that that person is looking for. And from that moment on, they are totally hooked and game over. Either it's bad, it's good. So the algorithms are not designed to think what is good for your moral values. Is what is good for engaging you into produce money for them. And that's exactly the algorithm, although not in the PC or in the phone. That is the algorithm that is on the education on this country. That's the algorithm that is on this country right now. The algorithm is designed to indoctrinate kids, to dumbify the kids. So when it goes into the society or a little before on the college, if they go to get there, they are totally brainwashed. What a coincidence that that's when this guy took his last breath. In the place that he thought it was the turning point of society, where people settle the final, where the people normally settle, put the cap, like secure what they going to be performing for or what they going to perform in the society. And a lot of values that are indoctrinated there, most of those people are outside of their parents' control. Because at least on high school, on middle school, elementary, the parents are available most of the time. But in college, most of them, they are on their own. They are living on the campus, they're living nearby without, I started back in my country, I started high school, no high school, I entered into college very early. I was a little nerd, so I entering about when I was when I got 15 years old. That's kind of young, but back in 1998, this wasn't happening. So me going by myself and dealing with all the stuff in college back in my country, besides it's a different ideology. It's a Hispanic country, was mostly Christian and Catholic, whatever. So the values are a little different here. You got taught on school, on elementary, on middle, and in high school. You got taught the Bible and values and evil, good, and things like that. No, there was no distortion or gender, 2000 genders, or anything like that at all. So we were talking about different times. But regardless, guys, there's a ton of people my age and that were born here, and they went into all this ideology basically without a gap. And this is the result. Those people are teaching now. Those people are in institutions. Those people are basically leading this country. And that's why all this brainwashing is happening. Those people are leading corporations. And it is a result of a bigger issue, guys, that nobody wants to attack. And when somebody wants to attack, this happens. The main issue of a lot of people, and we are in a country that is a free uh, uh, belief, or free of religion, or free of no belief, and that's okay. That's a part of an amendment. And the Constitution is not perfect, guys. Okay, it's not perfect, but was based on events and values. It maybe need to be amendments to be done to it, but the main core is still is still prevalent today. When you bring things on a stream to the stream in any society, all the streams are bad. When you remove something that was the core of the formation of this country, you remove it totally. Like was basically the teaching of what is good and what is evil. A society, that's what you get. And this is an accumulation. This is something that has been going for decades. This is just the result of several generations doing uh, doing things outside of the main principles of this country. I'm not talking about China. I'm not talking about the rest of the world. What this country initial values were based from. When you remove that, how many years have this country formed? 250 years almost, right? When 60 years ago, you remove that value in 1963, and then you don't do that anymore. It's not mandatory. Then you're introducing anarchy. You're letting that sleep slowly but surely. Then everybody is, oh, why this, why that? Guys, so we're clear. 50 to 60% of the shootings on schools are perpetrated by alums or ex-alums. Understand this issue. This is a very deep and long issue that, of course, we don't wanna be tackling everything here. This is what's an spontaneous stream. But 50 to 60% are perpetrated by alum and ex-alum. So why is that important? Very simple, guys. Since this society is leaving the kids to be taught by the system, and the system cannot show your kids what is good and what is bad, then for about 70% of the time that they are awake, because they enter school around 7 a.m., 7:30, and they go out in after school probably 3 something 4, and they have to go to bed about 9. When 60-70% of their time are in the school, and over there they are not praying, they are not talking about good or bad or whatever religion, when they are not teaching moral and civics, because that's not mandatory, then you're only basing the school just to keep your kids entertained and probably learn some mathematics, some sciences, some stuff, and that's it. But the most important thing is teaching them how to work in society with each other. That's not taught on the schools. That's not taught on the schools.
They are not teaching you what is good and what is bad, because that's offensive. Sorry guys, I've been carry on without watching the chat. Let me take a look. I blame social media. Yeah, social media is a tool, Gotham. It's a tool that could be used for good, that can be used for bad. Just like the guns. They are good for good, for defend. The guns don't shoot themselves. The guns, guys, the guns don't shoot themselves. Somebody have to pick it. Somebody have to load it. The intention of that people is what matters. Not the regulations. The intention of that people is that matter. Is the intention of defend themselves or the intention of harm somebody else? That's what matters. That's why the issue is not tackled correctly. Like I said before, okay, let me say, can we fast forward a week from now so we can start talking about this Kirk person? Well, sorry, Mr. Miss Giselle. You are welcome not to listen. That's the beauty of talking and have free of speech. I have free of speech. And that's the problem. When you're saying you just don't, and you might, I'm not saying that you are, but you have a problem. That's the issue. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. It's I'm so focused. I want to hear something that I think is important. I don't know how old are you. I'm not dismissing your point, but that's the problem of society. They just want to skip. And when you skip, you're missing the point. When you're missing the point, you let the problem go. When you let the problem go, then that gets passed on into generations. And things get worse. It's so simple. But again, I don't want to hear it. That's the problem, right? A brand new strategy, man. Yeah, that's what happened with social media. Let me hear the next one. Let me hear the next one. We are so desensitized. I mean, we are not sensible anymore. Somebody died that have changed youth in the United States of America. Hundreds of thousands. And let's move on then. Somebody at 18 years old formed something that changed America, that put a dent into good things happening in America, and we want to skip it. Like, brother, brother, for real. Now, let's be real, guys. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Let's put it this way. Let's see that that's your brother, and your brother changed America. And then I come to you and say, can we stop talking about this Kirk guy? Let's move on. You will be enraged. In fact, you may not even want to talk to that person anymore. That's how I don't care anymore. People are right now. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go back to you guys a little bit. Let me see. I know that I am not just ranting here. I can talk about the brand new strategy. I mean, for all the Texas flood. Again, yes, that is happening, guys. If we talk about new strategy, 13,000 people will die today in Africa. Giselle, tell me about that. What are we doing about that? 13,000 people they're die today. Today is gonna die 13,000 people in Africa. Are you doing something about it? Are we doing? I am doing something. I'm doing something. I don't want to say what I'm doing, but are we doing something about it? Are we sending $1 a day to Africa? $1 a day, that means $30 a month. Are somebody here doing it? If they can do it, that's okay. But again, that's how unsensible we are nowadays. Social media, people are still dying by masses. And I'm not talking about 13,000 people will die today in Africa. 13,000 kids, no people, kids will die today in Africa. So yes, we can go and talk about another tragedy here. No, okay, a week passed. Yeah, okay, let's move on, Kirk. That's enough for you. You've been great. Let's move on. No, sir. No, that's not right. Good. That's not the way that somebody with a right mind should operate. That's not the way. I understand that, oh, well, you cannot discard people because they don't want to hear you or think what you say, and that we need to mourn this guy. I'm not saying that you mourn him. I'm saying, guys, have a little bit of empathy. Don't be that dismissive. Don't be that angry. God gave you 2 ears. Listen somebody else's point. Talk with each other. Put yourself on other shoes, so you can see what is the issue, where it came from. It came from your family. It came from a deeper, I don't know, generation. Like, what is going on? How can I help you? How can I don't know, be a change? How can I do something? If I cannot do it, then that's okay. Guys, you can move on. But don't dismiss people. Don't bury people, or just because they disagree with you guys. Yes, love is love and all that stuff. Isn't that crazy that the same group, and again, I'm not one to go politics here, you know what I'm talking about. The same group that is saying love is love is the same people that don't want to hear anything else. How is that? How is that love is love? How you say love is love, but somebody that is talking to you on a Christian manner because you have their own belief or religion is fascist and is dancing and is evil? How that makes sense? How that makes sense that somebody is talking about having a secure country, having a good morals in the country, seeing your country purposes be more prosperous, is crazy. How is that possible? It's fascist. Oh, wait a second. But that same people don't go to any of those countries that they are talking the ideology from. Nobody is going to the other ones. Nobody. So the hypocrisy is to the another level. Nobody talking. Listen again. I will say it again. Nobody talking those ideologies, those communist, socialist, Marxist ideologies on the universities, on everything. Nobody is going to go to those countries that they are talking about. what a weird take, huh? I mean, what say Mr. Cotton? Hypocrite. He does say it. What happened? Say Gotham. Yeah, one case about what is, yeah. The last friend, go home. Yeah, yeah, 100%. 100%. Nobody cares about anybody. They just want the fast pace thinking, the fast pace skipping. What is the next? Let me feed myself with the next strategy. Let myself. Like, brother, how sad is looking for the next strategy? How sad is that? How sad is not be happy to see a new morning, a new good sky. How it is not good to see somebody prosper. Now that is irrelevant. What is best is the envy. It's like we're in a twisted world I don't know how they call it, Twilight Zone, right? That's what they call it. No, because they know last 5 minutes. Yeah, Gotham. They wouldn't last 5 minutes. Nobody wanna go to North Korea. Nobody wanna go to Cuba. Nobody want to go to Venezuela. All those people talking about common good. Let's get into the houses. Everybody to share. There should not be millionaires. There should not be billionaires. There should not be nothing. Nobody is going to those countries. But let's put it better. Those people talking that they are not giving their houses to somebody else's. They are not giving the room for somebody else's. They are not giving food to somebody else's. They are here on a capitalist society, benefit from it, pregoning the opposite. That doesn't make any sense. It's just crazy. Nobody's going to anywhere because their ideology is flawed. And you can have it. This is the only country. I think Charlie Kirk was saying that once. This is the only country. The capitalism is so good that you're allowed to be a communist here. But you're not allowed to be a capitalist on a communist society. But you can be a communist here. You can be a socialist here. You can benefit from the capitalism and be a communist here. That's how free we are here. Mr. Manager, welcome to the stream. This has been crazy. I haven't streamed since forever. I just put this stream manager for because of what happened to Charlie Kirk, which deeply saddened me. And have a several conversations with several of my old pals and things like that. They are a little bit more on the conservationist side, but at the same time, there's others that are very like, well, he deserved it. Well, I mean, what can I say? You know, he was pushing the button. He was the brother. Like, what the heck? You cannot talk in this country. You cannot have an honest conversation, brother. You can search every single video of that guy, and you will see that he was always giving the opportunity of the people to speak and talk and whatever and express their point. Most of them, guys, people will attack him. What did you expect? People attack, and when people attack, you should, hey, chill, wait, have certain limit. I mean, we cannot. I mean, are you gonna jump on me or what? But that's the response when you don't have a point. Yeah, read Charlie. Exactly. And nobody's going anywhere because this guy's internet warrior. Yeah. They don't wanna. They don't wanna. No. They don't wanna even go out of the country. They don't want to give nothing in their own country, right here in their house, in the county, on the cities. They don't want to because it's flawed. The mentality is flawed. Again, I don't want to go so much into, you know, uh, personal belief, but it's the truth. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This society, sadly, is highly corrupted by a minority. By a minority. Because, guys, this is a 80-20 issue. This is not a majority issue that we're talking here. This is an 80-20 issue or 80-90 issue. All the stuff that this guy died for, they are a 80-20 issue. Whoever is watching right now, please explain me one of the issues that he was discussing in every single debate that wasn't an 80-20 issue. Because I don't remember. I'm not perfect either. I don't have all the facts of the world at my hand. So I might be wrong. But most of them, the cons, 90% of the people, they want everybody. Guys, 44% of the houses on the United States have a gun. The families. 40 to 44%. And the majority in the United States want to have a gun. Even they don't have it, they are not opposing as somebody else to have a gun. On the issue that he was dealing people getting into kids' bathroom and things like that, and opposite gender bathroom, that's an 80-20 issue. And the issue about mass migration, that's an 80-20 issue. Everybody, majority, Democrats and Republicans, were in favor on closing and control it and everything. So that's another 80-20 issue. So I don't see how bad he was doing. Again, just a minority want to control the narrative, and a lot of people are doing it because of financial gains. A lot of people are in control of the media, and this is what is happening, guys. I'm I'm really happy to share all this with you guys. It makes me, have a lot of thoughts just to, share it with you and have an honest conversation when when I can have it with you guys in the stream. But at the same time, make me a better person overall. Just to say what I'm saying, thinking what I'm saying, reinforce what my values, and at the same time, feeling that one way or the other are making a small impact, very small compared to what this guy was doing, uh, about the issues that are affecting our society. It's a very sad moment in history that we have to resort to see this type of atrocities. But this is the world that we live in. We just have to continue praying and talking. And sometimes moments like this, it's sad for me to say it because I'm totally against it. Moments like like this are necessary to awake uh, that dormant uh, good thinking society that is basically numb because of the restrictions that has been subject to. Is basically my thought. I hope that this leads to something positive in general in society and change, and thus this supposed to be uniting people because one way or the other, agree or disagree, that guy objectively was a good person, was a good person, but somebody that that had a legacy, that leave a legacy, that create something that was performing at the highest level, that was impacting society at the highest level, was impacting youth. It is yet. He was carrying his legacy. Turning point USA will continue carry his legacy. A lot of youth changed. A lot of youth that were silenced and canceled for so many years. Remember, guys, there's kids of 8 years old back in 2016 that were canceled, cannot speak. 10, 12, 15 years old back in 2016, they couldn't speak. They were silenced for 10 years. You cannot say anything. Now suddenly in 2024 you don't get canceled. So what happened? A change. The veil was removed. That means that wasn't true. No way. They got him? No way, Joey. Joey, they got him? No way, wait. Uh, Arrested. Let me see. Charlie. They got him. No way. Brother, I got chills. No way they got him. No way. Oh my God, guys. Oh, they got him. Okay, I want to tell you this. When this happened, uh, and they say there was 200 meters, 200 yards, I map him like literally 15 minutes, and I map what I'm an engineer, guys. Doesn't mean that you need to be engineer to do that, but I map exactly the location where the shooter was. I have proof of that. I have proof and time for when I did that. And I map him and I say he has to be on this roof. That was way before. That was minutes after this happened. That was way before any single video went out there for that matter. Or any single outlet of social media or news check or did or said where the shooter was. Let me show you this, guys. I put it on WhatsApp back in 4:47 p.m. I think it no, yeah, 4:47 p.m. The day of his shooting. I did the mapping, and when I saw that, I said, "No way!" It was perfectly at the same place. Like, oh, Dios mío. No, and that's really, I'm feeling relief. Hopefully, it is. Look, look. At 4:50, I did this. Look, I was putting more or less where the guy was. You say it was either on the front or it was right here. I don't know if you can see it, but look at that. I was mapping it. That was way before any single video appears on any outlets in social media or where the shooter was. I was mapping it in Google Map, and I put another. I put the building where it was, and that's it right here. Look at me, right? I don't know if you can see it, but right here. Oh my God, guys, that's insane. Let me see. Let me see that. Let me see. It was apprehended. Oh my God, guys. Well, well, justice is gonna be served. Justice is going to be served. Yeah, the chats are blowing. The chats are blowing. No way, no way it was apprehended. Oh my God, that's insane. That's insane. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. Huge relief. I'm not seeing the details, of course, but man, that gives me a lot of relief that that's happening right now. That gives me a lot of relief. I'm not seeing the details. I'm driving, guys, so I will check later on to see what is the. I don't know where I need to turn here. Yeah, I said 12 minutes. Jesus Christ, that's tough. He was caught. So the father turned him in. My God, thanks God that I did this life. That's insane. That's really crazy. I'm glad that all this happened, and there was a lot of leads, a lot of people. That's the good thing of social media. That's the good side of social media that helps stuff like this get justice, because a lot of videos, a lot of people recording angles, things. It helps. A lot of leads, people. Uh, 7,000 leads were. I just checked, like, I don't know, a couple hours ago. 7,000 leads got the Oh my God. Let me see what any news says about the kid. Breaking report: Charlie Kirk's murder. So has been arrested. Trump put it. Now they're gonna see who is the guy. Let's see what will happen. They arrested. Yeah, it was a manhunt. I mean, the entire country was against that guy, looking for him. Absolutely insane. With a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, Trump said. I hope he gets the death penalty. So Trump is calling a straight up for the death penalty. Well, actually, in Utah, they got the death penalty. Yeah, yeah, they offered hours ago or ago. Yeah, I know that I'm not. He will not see it. I tweet to Musk and say, "Hey, Elon, you wanna be a hero? Put a 10 million bounty on that guy." I see that a couple people started watching it, but they didn't see it. But anyway, I'm glad that this happened. I'm really glad. It feels good for such a bad news. It feels good, a little bit of relief that they got him. because what it was an anguish for the family that something that hard on this country happened without a repercussion. I mean, the legacy will continue. His legacy will continue. The change that he was promoting will continue. Uh, but somebody will be brought to justice today. His dad should get the reward. Well, Joy, this is what I think is going to happen. It's hard, man. It's hard turning your own kid, brother. But they will start studying that family hard because in some point people might think that there are small cases, there are several cases where the parent do a great job, an amazing job, and kids got totally deranged. Yes, there are cases, but that's not most of the cases. A lot of those cases, the kid, the father, the parents are to blame because they see the signs. They see the signs and they don't pay attention because they are so centered. The society, the society teaches them to be self-centered, to be more. They are 18. Let them go. I don't care. I'm hoping that you're 18, so you get out of here. It's more. This is a more free society in terms of the parent son relationship. So I hope that the father is that type of guys, and then kids went crazy for whatever influence or reason. I hope that this is the case, but I don't know. I don't know. A lot of parents that I know personally, they are seeing the signs, and the kids go their way. And I'm not talking issues like this, but as with lesser issues, and the parents are seeing the sign, they are not acting. They are not acting. They are either, ashamed, and they want to hide it. They want to copy the issue. They don't want.
Issues take sacrifices. That's the problem of today's society. So I don't know what is gonna happen with this father, if he's gonna get the reward or not. That's, to be honest, that's the least of his issues right now. To be honest, I don't think he even going to take any reward of that. But if he take head, just having turning his own song, if that's the case, will basically have everybody on top of him. So I don't know if $100,000 worth that, but the self guilt maybe overcome it and say, let me turn him in, and that's it, because I don't want to deal with an entire country hunting me down as a father or somebody that committed a mistake like this, an atrocity like this. Sorry for downplaying it. Um, Official plea. My God. They got him. Yeah, Joy. Now it's good. Yeah, there was a little bit of because I'm entering in Miami area already. Hot button. Had been invited to speak to Utah Valley. Circulating on the rooftop, and then investigate recovery high power ball action. Yes, I know that. Retrieve a home security camera from about the resident of the garage. Oh my God, they did got him. Witness investigator collecting the surveillance camera from the side of the home of the street adjacent to the campus. Oh my God, they got him. They got him, guys. They got him. Jesus Christ. Well, let's see what's going to happen. It's gonna be a big development today. A big development, a lot of questioning, a lot of motives. According to several outlets, the bullet was engraved with, and I don't know if that was true or not, because there was like no a specific other than the Wall Street Journal. But according to that, and because that's something very confidential in terms of the retrieving of things and the people that are collecting the evidence and things like that. So I don't know how that type of information could leak so fast. But according to some outlets, the bullets were engraved. So that leads to be plan, uh, a plan, attempt, a plan assassination, a plan everything, you know, with a hate motive. So it is absolutely despicable. But I'm glad seeing that the president is saying that. So if the president is saying it, that means that this is uh, almost certain. I mean, he's not going to put himself in that position out of the blue. Apparently, some close to him turn him. I'm assuming it's his dad. Okay, okay, yeah, it's a good point. Uh, my God, I wish that I can see. I'm heading to a hearing, so I probably won't not be able to see so much that much of the development. I'm in the stuck in traffic. Supposed to be at night, where but Miami, but there 8 or something like that. So it's an absolutely uh, great update, Joy. Thank you very much for that information. That really 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 changed the outcome of the development of this story. Insane. Oh, that's crazy. After all the stuff that we've been talking and all his legacy and all the stuff that he was dealing with, then we get at least a little bit of relief of for his family, for the people around him, for the people that believe in him. I like I said before on my lengthy talk, on the first portion of the stream, and now that guy, in my opinion, was uh, the one of the strongest candidates to become the United States president in 2036 or further. Because I still think that, anyways, J.D. Vance will be the president for 2028. But this is, yeah, Joe, you're amazing. This is a great, uh, this is a great update. I hope he gets interrogated and and check, like, to talk how they supposed to, but get him to talk to the psychology of it, like with all these studies and all the interrogation or whatever they did to him, with him, then we get to the main point of what we need to improve as a society for something like this not to happen again, or at least tame that tame that tone so this do not happen that often, because it's absolutely despicable. Yeah. On that, welcome to the stream, man. I haven't posted anything since last year. Again, guys, this is a gaming channel. I do it for just to chill myself. I decided to do this today on my way to Miami because I have a business to take care of, and I feel that I need to speak out. I was going crazy uh, and talking with my people on WhatsApp. Some of my friends of college friends for engineering, from engineering, all the stuff, and other of my friends of high school and others. How tragic it was, and myself, I was going crazy, crazy and mad, sad, the whole night yard, because I was following. I'm following Kirk since 10 years ago, and 90% or 95% of the stuff that he was saying, I was totally agreeable. So to see somebody as a leader of society and the youth, I showed to my kids several times along the way. Um, I put him in front of all these stuff that he was supporting, like the documentary "What Is a Woman" and things like that, by the other guy. I don't remember the name. He was basically somebody that pushed the truth. It's not a way to put it. The truth. And when you just say the truth, you don't have to worry about anything else. Of course, you're gonna get targeted. He got targeted. He went down, but again, he will be a martyr. He will be a martyr that he will leave this society change, just as Martin Luther King did it. I don't think the opposite side will get into power until it changes drastically or within at least 2 terms. That's my take, personal takes. No, seeing how they reacted when Kirk died. If you saw the House of Representatives, how they reacted, how they were asked for a minute of silence, and they were chanting and they were banging the tables and shouting. What person, regardless of politic affiliation, in the right mind will do that when anybody dies? Someone that is totally deranged, somebody that is totally carried away with emotions and no good emotions. I'm really glad that I took the time and did this. Also helped me because this travel is kind of boring, but it helps me to deal with all these sadness and to the verge of what happened back in the days on 9/11 too. uh, I was in the computer back then. I think I was 17 years old, something like that, when that happened. I remember when the chat, I was with ERC. I don't know if you know about that, guys. That was a chat that you enter with the hashtag back in the days. I had DSL connection, I remember, and the chat started going crazy and putting images and things like that. So I turned on the TV. I saw the craziness of the 9/11. and saw the other plane coming. That was absolutely mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. And although this is not the same level of tragedy, but I literally, maybe because I'm more adult, I felt it more because of the values, because of the family, because he was a father. He was he was he was putting his wife first and his kid first as well. Maybe not on the same level. That's it. Another discussion. But he have a lovely family that I relate that much. That I relate that much. That I went straight to hug my baby. Straight. Yesterday, guys. Yesterday, my baby got a cut. She was running on the playground on BPK and it smashed her head with a with a friend. The friend got numb a little bit, but she got caught right here. And we went straight to the hospital, pick her up, went to the hospital. The cut was enough to get stitches right here. And we had to make the decision because she was beaten like almost a year ago in the face here. And he have here, and she had to go surgery. So thanks God, things were good back in the day and doesn't show almost anything. But right here was be on top of the eye. So the cut was long but not that deep. So we were taking the decision between glue it or wait for the uh, surgeon to then do stitches. But the stitches, my kid, back back in the 15 years old had the same place at 2 years old, the same place, but was deeper. But and he showed the stitches, so we don't want to do that. So I take the decision with my wife that we're gonna glue it. She's glued right now. Hopefully everything is good. It's not that deep, but it's longer than my kid. So hopefully everything is okay. Good morning, Twisting. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Uh, so when that thing happened with Charlie, when I saw that, I went straight to hold my baby. Because if you know Charlie, you know that he loved her kids. You know that he was at the event and the kids were around in some event or in some interview, podcast or something, and you see the babies going to them. He loves so much his family. So is was so sad when that happened. That made me cry. I cried like a baby. It's insane. It's deeply sad that somebody went away on the emotions and create such a despicable act to somebody poised to he already was a renowned figure on politics and influencing already, like very renowned to the point that he was dealing back and forth with the vice president Royce. The vice president was carrying his coffin on to A Force Two, like putting that in the balance. That's how important he was. The house, how pivotal he was for the change that brought back America the way it is right now. So whether you like his politics or not, or his religion or not, he did a change and a positive one. He did a positive one. Even you don't want like the his agenda or what he's looking for. It's a fact. It's a fact. And trust me, the people that he was influencing, go and look at those people. Those people are not crazies. Those people are not crazy. They are doing a good impact in society. So overall, even if you care or not, or if you don't believe in God, or if you don't believe on the what he was preaching in general, it's factual that there's good people in society in both sides of the aisles, right? So he's enlisting, he's providing new generation with good tools to perform in society. So he leave a good legacy. So why be happy about something or somebody or lack of empathy? Keep in mind, he was saying that he don't like empathy, but he didn't like the empathy for something that is untrue. He didn't like the empathy of something that is delusional. He didn't like it, and he don't have to like it. That was more of his issue. He didn't have to like it. He might not like it, but he didn't have to like it. And that's the big problem in society, that you have to like what somebody wants. And that's wrong. That is objectively wrong. To have to like somebody point of view or belief, even if you think that you're an elephant, even if you think that you are a wolf. That's normal now, guys. Somebody owing here. I would say, man, give a rabies shots then. Oh no, no. Everything is so circumstantial in terms of what they all depend of the mood. It's deranged, man. It's delusional stuff. And yes, we have to respect it, but put it, you don't need to make me accept it, or I'm canceled, or I am a bigot, or I am whatever term you want to do to me to stop me from talking. It's very simple. Tolerance. Those people are the same one. And I'm saying those people because I don't want to say, oh, Democrats or Republicans. Those people are the ones saying love is love. And love is not love, as you're saying, because as soon as I say, oh, God is good, God, have a place for you. Oh no, you're a bigot, you're a fascist, you're a Nazi, brother. Because if God is good, why is this? Why is that? Well, then everything is against. I'm, guys, really glad that we got the positive outcome today of this matter. Like, I could get anything today, and I think this is the best news that I got today. Of course, kept on my baby, here, her cut also good, and nothing, we don't need to go back and do surgery or anything like that. That will be bad. But that's a good news if everything goes good with her cut. But besides that, on this matter that we're talking here, hopefully everything goes according to plan, and we don't have to go back. But according to this issue, I hope that justice uh, is brought to this person. That this guy is brought to justice. Sorry, to justice, and to the big extent of the law, because uh, things like this has to be a study, of course, to see the root of the problem, and then okay, let me take the fast lane here because apparently it is a possibility to take the first line here. Yes, it is. I almost missed it. Okay, good. Mr. Big Daddy Slick. No way, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you 100%, man. Let me give a like to that. You don't have to, but you did it. And that matters. Hey, that pays a coffee, brother. That pays a coffee. Thank you so much. That pays a coffee. It's a long trip. So I'm gonna take a coffee on your name. Okay, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know how I've been talking so long. I haven't taken a sip of water. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I would say like uh bad parent gaming. Thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. Topos number one. That's a reference, guys, that you might not know. This is a gaming channel, and I do it just for the sake of it because I've been a gamer since 1992, and I decided to do it. And but today is a social day. Today is a day to talk about issues. Today is a day to express yourself. Today is the day to celebrate free speech. Today is the day to celebrate Charlie Kirk legacy. It's sad all that happened, but yes, today is that day. Thank you so much, Big Daddy Slick. You're goat. You're the goat. Hey, how are you, by the way? Oh my God, guys. Yeah, I'm really eager to see what is the development. If any of you want to share, I don't know if you can share links here. Share any recent development. Feel free to put it in the chat so I can at least see and maybe look for it in the way. There's a big traffic here in Miami area. Let me see if I can show you the other side of the camera. Look at that. It's insane. There's a freaking thing in the middle here because this is a new thing that I bought right because I didn't have the other one, so I have to buy that one. But that if there's any development regarding the story of uh, of the arrest of the suspect, please feel free to put it in the chat so I can look for it and maybe talk a little bit more about it. Let me see what I can see here. When I'm stuck here in traffic. Um, uh, Let me see. Oh my God. Former NFL, mock Charlie. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing also some news of people mocking the dead, still mocking the death of Charlie Kirk, former NFLs, even prominent people. I don't know what is going on with people. Like people have no remorse at all nowadays. What is going on? It's insane how people react to this type of stuff. Insane how things are going. Jeez, look at that. Full military occupation on day. Oh my God, it's so president captured after fact he's captured, but I don't see that much of information after that. I mean, I guess that he's in custody, and all the details of this will be released shortly because I'm pretty sure right now he's in investigation, full investigation mode. All the departments, FBI, ATF. I mean the actual police, the Utah police, everybody getting the kids to school. Oh, enjoy it, Joy. My baby is not going to school today. Yeah, she has the big crash with the other kid, and I told my wife absolutely not. She's not gonna go probably all the way to Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, uh, yeah, it is what it is. Thank you, Joy. Thank you for letting me know that. That's big. That's really big. Thank you for your presence, man. You always appreciate it. Hit the like button. This has been a crazy string, guys. I haven't put anything related to gaming or social life or anything since last year. I think my last video was the 31st that I edited, was the 31st of December, like literally on the 31st of December last year. And I think I put a couple of stuff after, a small little thing, and that's it. Like January, and that's it. Like I've been so busy in work and family. Uh, I was weighing 204 pounds, and I'm down with 23 days straight going to the gym with the kids. Uh, I'm down to 186 pounds. So I lost about 17 pounds in 20 something days, and my kid lost around 12 pounds, and sorry, 10 pounds, 12 pounds, and the other one gained from 141 to 153 yesterday. So that's crazy. The goal is that he gained 15 pounds by Monday because he's entering into a team of volleyball. He need to be, really strong. So a little bit more demanding than last year. He's on the 18 team, and the goal is to bring him from 141 pounds to 155 in less than a month. And we did it. We almost did it. And my other kid to bring it from 228, that is totally the opposite in terms of body type, to 150 and 215. He's big and strong. So and the 228 weight. I mean, he's 6 foot, and the other one is 6'1". So they're gonna be big kids. They still they will grow more. Uh, but yeah, that's why, guys. I was feeling so compelled when this stuff happened to Charlie Kirk. I mean, you have to understand when you're talking from a father point of view, it hits different. It hits different. NGC Tiger, hello, welcome, welcome. Here talking about Charlie Kirk and society and negative things. We will not be talking about gaming today, but I'm glad to hear. Thanks, Mr. Joe Friday, for letting me know that the suspect has been captured. So that's a big development. I'm not seeing the details right now since I'm driving, paying attention to the road. But they say that has been captured, and that's gonna be big on the next on the following hours regarding what the motive for this guy were, anything related to what he did to Charlie Kirk, and we will help to understand uh, how that was implanted on his head. Although most of us know, in general, why these people get so deranged in, of of their ideologies. So we might know the motive, but don't get surprised. Don't get surprised if you don't get surprised for for the motives and whatever put that in his mind. Apparently, according to Joe Friday, he says that it was somebody close to him. So he's assuming it's his father, but he don't know, to be honest, and I don't know either. So like I said before, if anybody knows any new development, feel free to let me know. It's crazy. It's crazy, but apparently, like they say at the beginning, it was a college age people. That were the initial developments of the story when they were talking, and they were showing the first pictures of the. What? Yeah. Say Charlie Kirk was one of the most influential figures of the right, played a prominent role on President Trump outreach to John Voter during the 2024 election. Yeah, basically that was it. I saw a lot of influencers, a lot of right wing activists, activists doing that work, but I didn't see anybody doing as hard work as Charlie Kirk was doing. He was on the street constantly. And, shout out to her wife to stick with him all the way, all the way, because it requires a great woman to be and to be with a leader of that caliber. Not everybody have the nerves to know that you can be targeted at any point and be with that person. I understand that some people might say, "Oh, Raul, but that's easy to say when you're on a comfortable life and on a silver platter life, blah blah blah." Brother, nobody want to see nobody nearby you, no matter the money that you got, die and leave you with two kids. Nobody. And there's a lot of people that will second guess before engaging with somebody with this type of reform, and then marry somebody and then be with them, and all along the way. Yeah, not easy. It's easy to say, it's not easy to do. Life is hard, and I bet that his life, and because of his outreach, was even harder. I don't even know how many people, but in most of I understand that all people are going to work and things like that. But incredibly, I think this is the life that I gotten the most view constantly, because and I don't know the weirdness of that. And the first portion of the stream got cut. I don't know why. I don't know if I say something that I shouldn't. But it got caught 11 minutes during the stream. It got caught by YouTube or something. I don't know what did I say. I say something wrong, or I don't think so. I don't know. It never happened to me. Always, if I'm streaming on a short form live video, if it gets with a bad reception signal, then you can click resume. But that wasn't the case at the first portion of the stream. That got caught and it got stopped totally. And then I had to create a new short video, short live, and this one is ticking. This one probably is what, 1 hour or something. You guys let me know what is. I don't even know what is what 1 hour. I don't see. Yeah, probably like 1 hour 20 minutes maybe. Oh yeah, it's long. Oh my God, I have 2 hours already on this stream. I have 2 hours, 2 full hours. That's crazy. And this stream, no, the other stream got like 60 something people at one point. And this one also got to 63 constant at some point. Right now it's like 10, and that's understandable. And thank you for those 10 staying. But uh, that was the case when we started talking about the life of Charlie Kirk, his influence, everything that he lived, that he's living as a legacy, how influential he was. If you want to see all the stuff that we talk about it, what he was fighting for, you can go and check the first portion of the stream. Now it's 2 hours. I've been japping a lot too in a lot of issues. I understand that in some portion of the video, also the signal got a little blurry, but it's because I'm passing by areas that have very bad receptions. What the signal changes, switches from tower to tower, and that happened. So um, supposed to be at 9. It's 9:20 something, and I'm a little late uh, to what I supposed to be, but I'm on the way, so that's good. All because of words. That was the title of the video. That is the title of the video. All because of words. Those great person, those great people that die because of it, uh, because they were saying the truth. They were standing for what they believe. And somebody, in this case, this person that we don't know yet the name, uh, if anybody in the chat can share it, will be nice. I don't think I have time to be searching up and looking for it. But if anybody knows the name of the person, please share it on the stream. Let me know. I just recently know that while I was driving, one of the people on the chat said that the suspect was captured. Even Trump, I saw later after that, said it was captured. So for him to say something like that on his social media, he had to have very high certainty. And apparently, according to you know the little thing that he was able to tell me, was turned in by somebody close to him. We don't know if he's father. We don't know if he's brother, family. I don't know, but apparently was somebody close to him. Uh, we don't know the identity. I don't know the identity. Probably it's out there already. Since that stuff, that development literally happened like 20 or 30 minutes ago. Or let's hope that this guy is brought to justice and justice is served accordingly to the extent of the damage that this person caused to society, because this was a damage to society, to somebody that helped create something that is changing the life of hundreds of thousands of people. We're not talking two, three, four, five. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people that lived and influenced the outcome of an election of a country. That's how influential it was. We don't have to agree in politics. We don't have to agree in religious belief, but the facts speak for themselves. He was and he achieved something in a great scale. And I'm proud to see that his legacy will continue going. I'm proud to see people, small people on television, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, speaking their mind about how they're being affected positively by what Charlie Kirk created. How they are not afraid anymore of speaking the truth or have a free of speech. That is part of the amendment of the United States. But nowadays, it's not. Free speech is the free speech that some other people want, not free speech that you have. So I'm glad to see now people, we are seeing a lot of people celebrating, putting t-shirt with his neck getting destroyed, putting outrageous videos on TikTok and social media. Horrible, uh, horrible stuff. But at the same time, guys, we have seen a lot of good people, outspoken, not afraid to express how they will carry his legacy in public, unapologetically. And I'm glad to see that. And that's the type of stuff that I teach in my kids. And trust me, it's hard to do. It's hard because for a father, even if I had to teach only two-person, three with my baby, but she's small, she's not going to public school yet. But only just to teach two-person against a world, against everybody, against all the influence on high school and middle school and elementary school. Just to teach two-person is hard. Just to deal with teachers for two persons. I haven't did deal with teacher directly, but just one or two for some issues during elementary, middle, and high school. But just dealing with that and be a father of two person and guide them straight, not to be confused, not to be carried away for the ideology, for the mentality of nowadays society is really hard, really hard. And make them, not only you guide that person, make them be strong and see yourself that they stand for what they believe in front of anybody. That's the biggest, that's the biggest uh, accomplishment. That's the biggest that's the biggest pride that you can get when that person stand for what is true. Because don't get me wrong, you can teach also totally the opposite to the kid, and you can be proud on see that kid performing on the bad, but not necessarily that thing that you teach to you is objectively good. What I'm saying is when you teach your kid something objectively good and you see them standing by what they think is right. And I love it. I love it, and I'm happy to see it. And I'm happy, a little sad, but happy at the same time that this guy is being captured, and we're going to see the development of the story along the way. It's crazy that I decided to do this stream today, and during the course of this stream, uh, they got captured uh, almost at the last portion of the stream, because I'm going to be literally 5 minutes of arriving from Orlando, for be ending the stream, and I'm so idea got to share ideas and belief with you. Share somebody legacy, what I've been following him for the past 10 years, and I will continue doing it. I will continue sharing his ideology, his belief, which is are my beliefs too. Um, I will promote also the free speech. For whatever reason, the beginning of the stream got cut. I will, when I get home, I will kind of research why, because it wasn't because of a signal issue. So I don't know. I don't know. So I'm really glad that an outcome, a positive outcome on all this sadness happened during this stream. That is the capture of the suspect that they already have in custody and probably they're interrogating. I will be on a hearing that I'm dealing. I'm an engineer, as you guys know, so I'm going to a hearing on a board, um, on a safe structure board, and I will be watching and seeing the development while they call my name for to represent what I'm. But just to know that this is eventually will be brought to justice, and that these will not go unpunished, because I was really getting afraid that I get away, even get out of the country or whatever. I don't know. There was a lot of things going around that probably was a hit job, but I wasn't kind of buying that much the story, because it was a kind of unprofessional in terms to be exposed that way. But like somebody else said, professional enough to get the job done. Sadly, uh, it's uh, it's really sad, but at the same time, like I saw in another piece that was saying on social media. I don't remember the site, but he was saying it was his time. It was his time. And who are us to tell God when it's your time? But what is good that in his time he did what he's supposed to do. So that's something that you need to ask yourself about. In the time that God is giving you, what are you doing? What are you doing in the time that God is giving you? What you're spending your time in? What are you doing to do something other than for yourself? What are you doing to make a better society? God do not bring you here just to eat and to, I don't know, occupy a space. What are you doing to do a change in society other than jobbing? Just, be part of the on the mumbling. What are you performing? What are you doing to impact somebody to be better? Think about that today. on the aftermath of this strategy. What are you doing with the time that God is giving you? Besides helping your family, because that's something that you need to do, of course. If you're a grown up, take care of your family and the people nearby you. What are you doing to help society on the smallest level? Thank you very much to every single one of you that support the stream and help me make this trip uh, less boring. It was amazing, and I'm glad that I see some positive outcome today. I got to my place. You guys are the best. Big shout out to Big Daddy's League because he's paying the coffee. And Joy Friday and GC Tiger twisting on that. All the people that show up, all the new ones, all the people talking about different views, manager, Giselle, all the people that were in the chat, Gayson, K Dubs, Snipes, Pukes, Aiden. Thank you very much for your presence. Time to go, and God bless you and God bless America, right? Bye.